Good morning, Falcons. I'm Chloe Warlander here with Megan Powell, and this is Falcon News.
Today is Wednesday, March 3rd, 2022. Here are today's top stories.
Addressing a concerned nation in an anxious world, President Joe Biden vowed in his first State of the Union address Tuesday night to check Russian aggression in Ukraine, tame soaring U.S. inflation, and deal with the fading but still dangerous coronavirus.
Biden declared that he and all members of Congress, whatever the political differences, are joined with an unwavering resolve that freedom will always triumph over tyranny. He asked lawmakers crowding the House chamber to stand and salute the Ukrainians as he began his speech. They stood and cheered.
It was a notable show of unity after a long year of bitter acrimony between Biden's Democratic coalition and Republican opposition.
Biden's 62-minute speech, which was split between attention to war abroad and worries at home, reflected the same balancing act he now faces in the presidency. He must marshal Allied resolve against Russia's aggression while tending to inflation, COVID-19 fatigue, and sagging approval ratings heading into the midterm elections.
An Alaskan man walking on a shoreline wound up clinging to a chunk of ice for more than 30 minutes in frigid water when the shoreline ice broke loose and carried him out to the Cook Inlet.
Jamie Snedden, 45, of Homer, was rescued Saturday near the community of Anchor Point on the Kenai Peninsula. He was taken to a hospital where he was treated for hypothermia. He was expected to fully recover, Alaska Wildlife Troopers said.
Snedden was reported to have been walking along the shoreline when the ice broke free and it drifted into Cook Inlet with the outgoing current, Trooper spokesman Tim Despain said in an email to the Associated Press on Monday.
Snedden was swept about 300 yards, 274 meters, out of the inlet, near the mouth of Anchor River.
Alaskan Wildlife Trooper Jeremy Baum arrived and saw only Snedden's head and arms visible above the water as he clung to the ice chunk.
Snedden was unconscious and conscious but breathing, very hypothermic after being in the cold water between 30 and 40 minutes. The U.S. Coast Guard reported the air temperature was 30 degrees Fahrenheit, negative 1.11 Celsius, and the water was 38 degrees Fahrenheit, 3.33 degrees Celsius.
The Misty maneuvered within 100 yards, 91 meters, of the Anchor Point boat launch at the area to meet the awaiting medics.
Snedden was then transferred to Misty's 8-foot, 12.4-meter inflatable raft. Using both the smaller pack raft and Misty's raft, Baum rode Snedden back to shore.
On this day in 1904, Theodore Geisel, better known in the world as Dr. Seuss, the author and illustrator of such children's books as The Cat in the Hat and Green Eggs and Ham, is born in Springfield. Geisel, who has used his middle name, which is also his mother's maiden name, as his pen name, wrote 48 books, including some for adults, and they have sold well over 200 million copies, and have been translated into multiple languages. Dr. Seuss books are known for their whimsical rhymes and quirky characters, which have names like the Lorax and the Sneetches, and people like Place Who Lives in Whoville. To learn more, click on This Day in History in your CMS Students tab.
Today will be mostly clear with a high of 62 and a low of 39.
In school news today is the first day of a club day of the year. Make sure you stay out of trouble in order to participate. We will be running on an early release schedule.
Spring break is fast approaching on March 3rd and 4th.
That's only one more school day. Thanks for tuning in. That's me. Thanks for tuning in.
Have a great day, Falcons. It said